What's up? Today I'm going to be doing 50 facts about me because I like talking about myself. No, but seriously, I think it'll be cool for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. You know, I don't know how I was interesting enough to actually compile 50 facts, but I managed it somehow. I'm 15, turning 16 on May 23rd next year. The first thing I did on my 15th birthday was listen to 15 by Taylor Swift. I don't keep up with mainstream stuff, like, at all. I'm really bad with that. I don't really watch many movies, but I do love Disney movies. My favorite movies are probably The Book Thief, Mean Dreams, and The Art of Getting By. I've never been in a relationship. I had a massive crush on this one kid when I was like 8, and I thought we were in a relationship, but we were not in a relationship. I'm Mr. Lonely. I love the bands Go Radio, Chase Atlantic, Fun, and Paradise Fears, and I listen to quite a bit of the 1975, Panic at the Disco, Sleeping with Sirens, Mayday Parade. I guess I'm really not that fussy with music. I listen through like the 1950s to like the 2010s. The only thing I really can't stand is like 90% of current pop. I love buskers with all of my heart. The Southern Buskers Festival is like the one thing I majorly look forward to every year. It makes me so happy I could cry. I've been rock climbing for 2 years now and I kinda suck, but I love it. I grew up listening to Taylor Swift and then later on Ariana Grande, but the rest of the music that I listened to pretty much all came from Toontown music videos. That might even be the reason I tolerate so many different kinds of music, just because I listened to it all when I was little through Toontown music videos. Growing up, literally all I watched on TV was Playhouse Disney and then later on Disney Channel and Disney XD. Besides Shortland Street, that was literally it. That was all I would watch. I would not watch any other channels. I love watching people dance and do gymnastics and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure I am physically incapable of dancing. I'm just awful. Like, people will ask me after they see me climbing if I'm a dancer, and it's like, no, like major no, you don't want to see me dance. I also can't draw. I am a terrible artist. I created my first YouTube account when I was like 8 just because I wanted to like and comment on Toontown music videos, and that was around the time I started to like get into editing and make my own Toontown music videos, so I've been doing YouTube for a while now. I played a lot of games when I was younger. Like, I played Toontown, Club Penguin, Mushy Monsters, Mara Pet, Secret Builders, Roblox. I played RuneScape and War of Legends with my dad all the time. We used to go through Yahoo Games as well and download a ton of random games and play them together. I don't really like much junk food anymore. I used to love it to the point that I was like, I don't know how I wasn't obese when I was younger because I was inactive and I ate like shit. I just kind of stopped eating it and I went off it, and it's kind of gross to me now. I have 5, I think, half brothers, but I was actually the first girl for both my parents. I don't like meat and I don't eat meat. I eat gelatin sometimes, but I don't eat meat. I cry at the drop of the hat. Like, sometimes I won't even be that sad, I'll just cry. Sometimes I get worried people will think I'm like manipulating them by crying, but I literally just cannot help it. I am probably the least competitive person you will ever meet. Like, I genuinely do not care who wins as long as it's fair. I read a lot when I was younger. I still love reading, I just don't really have the time for it, but I used to be really into like paranormal and sci-fi fiction. My favorite things to read right now are like diaries of child survivors from the Holocaust. I've always been really interested in the Holocaust. On that kind of topic, I really love history, like especially tragedies, but even just the way people lived their lives back then. I also love writing, nutrition, the mind, the body. Like, along with history, those are probably my main interests. I'm kinda hard to piss off. Like, I genuinely dislike drama and gossip and like arguing. I will do anything to avoid those things. My favorite quotes are, "Your mother has a village." Thanks, Josh.
Your mother has a village.
And like most misery, it started with apparent happiness. I love it. I live in New Zealand, born and raised, and I can't see myself ever moving away. I just love it here. I feel so safe. I love the people. I love the environment. I went through a phase years ago where I genuinely loved like Michael Jackson and the Monkees and Boy George. I still like their music now, but I was like in love. Mum read to me all the time when I was younger, and that might be why English is my best subject. I've always loved Jacqueline Wilson and Roald Dahl. Like, I'm older now, but I can still read those books. I still love them. I've had the same 2 friends since I was like 5, and I love them and I wouldn't trade them for the world. I collect figurines. I actually have so many now that I've kind of had to stop buying them because there's just, I'm running out of room for them. I am super awkward. I am basically socially inept. I try, but I just cannot hold conversations to save my life. Like, if I ignore you, it's not you, it's me. I just don't know what to say. We've had our cat OBY since I was 2. His name stands for Little Buggy You, and apparently apparently it's the only name I would agree to. He was recently diagnosed with kidney disease though, so he's probably not going to be around for much longer, but I love him. I can't remember life without him. I've broken my leg, my ankle, my toe, my wrist, and my other toe in that order. I'm so fragile. I need like a handle with care sign around my neck or something. God. I do online school, and by do, I mean I do just enough to get by. I spend the rest of my time making videos. It's bad. If this doesn't pay off, I'm gonna be a real sad story. I have the best mum in the world, no debate. I might be a little bit biased, but hey. I am not religious at all. I'm probably agnostic, but I think it's totally cool to believe whatever the hell you want to believe as long as it's not hurting anyone or being shoved in anyone's face, we're good. I used to be afraid of heights, but I love them now. I could just hang at the top of the climbing wall 40 feet in the air just admiring the view forever until I inevitably fell because I'm not that strong. I love reading about like murder and psychopaths and ghosts and mysteries and stuff, but it really gets to me. Like I especially can't watch anything scary or I will live in fear for at least a month. I'm kind of like an optimistic pessimist, like I expect the worst to happen, but I've always got this little hope for something good. I don't want to get married. Long-term relationship sounds great to me, but marriage is no. My dream job is to be a YouTuber. It's basically just everything I love condensed into one job. In the future, I would love to maybe like write a book and go on tour. I don't know. There's a very little chance it'll work out, but I still hold out hope. That's like the optimistic pessimist in me. I am super uncoordinated with my hands and just in general. Like the only exception is when I'm on the wall I somehow have a little bit more control, but that's as far as my control goes. I live by treat others the way you want to be treated. I would be a pretty awful person if I didn't go by that. I kind of am a pretty awful person as it is. I was an absolute scaredy cat as a kid and I kind of still am now. Like to the extent that I would not watch My Little Pony without dad in case something scary happened. I have a streak of strawberry blonde hiding somewhere in my hair. It's like on the bottom somewhere. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh, another fun fact. I've never had my hair cut. I've only ever had it trimmed. This is 15 years of growth, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I want to have kids in the future. If I did, I would probably be pretty old. I think I'd probably be more likely to adopt than have my own like biological children as well. I've been watching The Sidemen since like July 2015 and I'm still around. I've never been a fan of anyone for such a long time before, but I just love them and I love everything they do. Like I got this for Christmas when I was like 4 and this is literally my entire childhood. I still listen to this sometimes. I trivialize basically everything, like achievements, bad experiences. I don't know why I do it, I just do. My tonsils were the biggest assholes. Like I finally got them out when I was 10 after being on the waiting list for 5 years and life was immediately so much nicer. I'm really appreciative of the people in my life and the support that I've received, not only in my life but on YouTube as well. I know I'm not like big or anything, but I never thought I'd even get to this point, so just thank you. If you made it to this point, you were probably bored out of your brain, and I am so sorry. But hopefully you've gotten to know me a little bit better. You kind of know what's going on here. This is the end of the video though, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye! And I'm still the same, and I swear I'm never switching. Knowing all of this, it just don't make a difference. I'm just talking shit to the world.